Hello students, myself Suresh VS. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start a new lesson. The title of the lesson is Deep Water, written by William Douglas. He was born on October 16, 1898 and died on January 1980. He was born in Maine, Minnesota, USA. You see that he was an American jurist and politician, and he worked as a teacher for 2 years in a high secondary school, and afterwards he left it. And you see that he was an advisor and friend of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the American president. He was a leading advocate of individual rights, and also he worked for 36 years in his service, and he retired in 1975. This was the longest serving justice in the history of America. So this extract is taken from his book of Men and Mountain. Now let us go through the story. You see that William Douglas in this story, he narrates an incident that he was very much afraid of water. And at last, how did he overcome his fear? Now let us go through the story. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. See, the language used, it is used in the form of an autobiography. You see that this incident, he is going to narrate an incident here, and it happened at the age of 10 or 11. He does not remember exactly the age. And he had decided to learn to sing. So at the age of 10 or 11, he decided to learn to sing. And there was a pool at the YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. He thought that a pool called YMCA, the full form is Young Men's Christian Association at Yakima, considered it as a good opportunity for him to learn swimming. The Yakima River was treacherous, whereas there was a river was there, Yakima River. But he did not want to go there because it was a very dangerous river. It was dangerous. Moreover, that mother continuously warned against it. And more than that, you see that his mother continuously warned him not to go to that river, and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river. And continuously she reminded him about many incidents that happened, or incidents of drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. But YMCA pool that was safe. How it was safe? Because it was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end. Shallow means not deep. At the shallow end, the depth of the pool that was 2 or 3 feet. And while it was 9 feet deep at the other. So while going to the other end of the pool, the depth increases, and you see that it was only 9 feet. The drop was gradual, and you see that the fall in the level or the gradual decline of the slope was there. So it was very easy for him to learn there, or it was completely safe for him to learn swimming in YMCA. I got a pair of water wings. So he purchased a pair of water wings. Water wings means a swimming aid, and went to the pool. And he went to the pool to learn swimming. I hated to walk naked into it and show my skinny legs. Skinny means thin legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. Subdued means controlled. And you see that he did not like to wear the swimming costumes, okay, and which exposed his thin legs. So if he wanted to learn swimming, he had to expose his thin legs. That he did not like. But he had great eager to learn. So he gave up his self-respect or pride and decided to wear it. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. It's a very important part. You see that from the beginning, he had a dislike, aversion to water. So what was the reason for his aversion or dislike to water in the beginning? In his childhood itself, you see that he had developed an aversion, dislike towards water. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old and father took me to the beach in California. So he narrates an incident that caused for this dislike. So you see that his father had taken him to the beach of California when he was 3 or 4 years old, and from that time onwards, you see that so he had this aversion or dislike to the water. He and I stood together in the surf. Surf means foamy waves. So both of them were standing in the beach, standing in the foamy waves. I hung on to him. That means I was holding him very tightly. I held him very tightly as a small child. He might have been frightened. So yet the waves knocked me down and swept over me. Even though you see that the waves threw him down and swept over him. I was buried in water. He was completely drowned in water or buried in water. And my breath was gone. You see that he became breathless and I was frightened. He was very much frightened. But father had taken it as a joke and he laughed. He did not give much seriousness to it. But there was terror in my heart. But you see that he was caught with terror. He was really frightened at the overpowering force of the waves. And you see that the intense strength or the force of the waves or water that really frightened him. And that fear was there from his childhood onwards. So, an aversion towards water, yes, developed from his childhood itself. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears. So, when he started to go to YMCA swimming pool, that old fear came back to him. And you see that revived unpleasant memories. Revived is brought back. Those unpleasant, unhappy memories brought back to him once he joined in the YMCA pool and stirred childish fears. Stirred means arose. Those childish fears again came back to him, arose on him. But in a little while I gathered confidence. But after some time you see that the narrator gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings and he started to move his hands and feet. That is paddled. He started to swim with the help of his water wings. Watching the other boys and trying to learn by apping them. So what did he do? He watched the other boys how they were doing and started apping them. That means imitating them, acting same like them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. And you see that he started to go into the pool and practiced for 2-3 times a day, and in between this and he was almost confident and also feeling to ease, that means comfortable at the water, in the water, and that time that misadventure happened. That means an accident happened with him. What was that accident happened with him? Let us see. I went to the pool when no one else was there. The place was quiet. The water was still and the tiled bottom was as white and clean as a bathtub. He went to the pool and that time there was nobody. Yes, no one else was there. And the place was really calm and quiet. The water was still and even he could see the tiled bottom of the pool. And you see that water was very clean and it looked like a bathtub. I was timid about going in alone, but he was frightened. Timid means frightened. So he had a fear to go into the water alone. So I sat on the side of the pool to wait for others. So he decided to wait there at the side of the pool. Let others come. Then I would go to the pool. He decided to wait there until somebody else come there. I had not been there long when in came a big bruiser of a boy. So he was not there for a long time. That means after a short time, there came a boy, a bruiser. That means a very strong boy, and he has done a very, you see that, an aggressive act. Probably 18 years old, a very strong boy. Then almost 18 years, that was his age. He had a thick hair on his chest. On his chest, you see that he had a thick, hair. and he was beautiful physical specimen. You see that he looked very handsome in his physical appearance, with legs and arms that showed rippling muscles in his hands as well as the legs. What was their moving muscles were there, rippling muscles. That means a boy with a very strong muscles and a specimen, a best example for as the beauty. He yelled, then he shouted, he cried, "Hey skinny, how do you like to be ducked? Hey skinny, a thin boy, how do you like to be ducked? Ducked means dived. Do you want to die?" Then he asked. With that, he picked me up and tossed me into the deep end. By telling that, what did he do? He picked him up and threw him into the water. I landed in a sitting position. There, he landed in a sitting position, swallowed water, and went at once on the bottom. And he started going down to the bottom. I was frightened, but not yet frightened out of my wits. So he says that he was really frightened, but not frightened at my wits. That means he was not extremely frightened. On the way down, I planned. While going down, while he was drowning, he had some plans. He planned in his mind. When my feet hit the bottom, when his feet hit the bottom, he would make a big jump. And he would make a big jump from there and come to the surface. That was his planning. He was making a plan as he was drowning in the water. So when he reaches where at the bottom, he would make a kick on the bottom, and it would help him to come out of the surface. And there lie flat on it and paddle to the edge of the pool. And there he would lie flat, and thereafter he would swim to the edge of the pool. That was his planning. So dear students, I wind up today's class here, and let us see that whether his planning would succeed or not. We will discuss it in the next video. So please like and subscribe my channel.